Hello, my name is Kelly. I garden in Northern California in Zone 9B. In this video, we're going to take a mini tour of the back garden and I'm going to put a beautiful bouquet together. We are heading towards the back now. This is the walkway that leads to the pool back behind the arch there. This corner has 3 trellises with some climbing red mandevilla, some ferns, and some begonias down below there. Across the ways here is some really pretty privet, Texas privet that I've been kind of training. Down below is the vinca that I just planted. And in this corner is a beautiful climbing rose that I'm training to go across the fence there. This is a lavender crush climbing rose, and I absolutely love it. And here is the Texas privet, and in there is, we call them peekaboo holes. I have some mirrors, and one of you commented that sometimes birds will fly into the mirrors, so you suggested that I put self-adhesive bird decals in there to keep the birds from flying, so that's what I did. This is the hanging basket that I took the chains off, and I put some calabacoa in, some creeping Jenny, and a cute little old birdhouse there. I think it just turned out real pretty. In the red pots on both sides of the trellis is some climbing red mandevilla, and oh man, I can't wait to see those climbing up the trellis there. Maybe this year they'll get up there. Some obelisks with some pretty petunias. And to your left is a newly planted tree rose that I've been enjoying so much. And at the end of the walkway is my water fountain. The birds just love to come and drink out of it. And under the gazebo here is some really pretty, bright planted flowers, all different types. Around the corner is a collection of amaryllis. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Put the name up there for you. But isn't this a pretty one here? There's all different types and all different colors. Some of them are blooming right now. Some of them are going to bloom, and some of them are past their bloom. So we just have them all lined up against the fence here on display. One of my favorite views and places in the garden right now is this view here. It's heading up towards the gazebo. We have a little fish pond that runs off constantly. This is another spot I'm loving right now. In the pot there is some salvia, and down front is some echinacea. A wisteria growing up the pole there, and in front is some potted calabacoa, and in the little pot there is autumn joy sedum. Around the corner is a lace cap hydrangea that I started from another one. I propagated it myself. And here's my oak leaf hydrangeas. Tons of beautiful buds on them. And this is my climbing Eden rose. And this is the second year. It's planted in a pot, and I'm growing it along the fence here. And it's just so beautiful right now. So many blooms. Last year it only had 2 blooms on it. Now going into my cut flower garden, I wanted to show you the snapdragons that I started from seed. Later on in this video, I'll be cutting these and making a beautiful bouquet. I'll give you the name of these later. But down below there is some of the Indian summer Rebecca. And around here is, you see those 2 little beautiful blooms? That's my peonies that are blooming. I have 4 planted here, but these are the only ones that bloomed this year that's planted in the ground. These are called Shirley Temple peonies. Aren't those beautiful? Some dahlias down there. that are peeking through the ground. Can't wait for those to grow. But look at the color of these snapdragons. And this is our fish pond, or frog pond. And I just wanted to give you a little shot of the pretty California poppies. And this is my newly planted former garden here. Hasn't quite come together yet, but I'm having vision with the beautiful boxwoods down front. One day that'll be a little hedge. And then I have some boxwoods planted in those pretty urns there. And these are Eden climbing rose. You can see the bloom on that. And here in this little pot here is a beautiful endless summer hydrangea that I've been enjoying. Isn't that a pretty color there? And yeah, this is just coming together. I'll be moving some pots in, some pots out during the seasons. So yeah, this is turning out to be a really beautiful little spot. This area is going to be my next planting spot. I already have the flowers ready to go, but I need to get in here first and clean out the daffodils. They're done, so I'll just clean that out. There's some really pretty little hostas in there. There's 3 of them. And on the left there is it's called Wee Bit Grumpy Hydrangea. Lots of blooms on it. And back behind is some oak leaf hydrangeas. And here are the flowers that I brought home to plant in that area. I was just gonna go with the sun patience, but I found the begonias and I think they'll look pretty together. But I found the sun patience at Lowe's, and then I went over to Walmart and I found such a good deal on these begonias I had to grab them. There was 4 of them for $3.97. So that's only $1 a piece. And next we're gonna build this beautiful bouquet step by step. Here we go. I'm gonna use my pretty little basket here, and I have a little bowl and it's filled with water. I have some floral foam and I taped it down pretty good so it won't move on me. And we're gonna get started on the greens. I'm gonna use some of this Texas privet for some greens. It's got the pretty little bloom on it. Also, I have this really pretty asparagus fern that I love to use in green or in bouquets. So we're going to use some of that about this. This is the day I have been waiting for. And we're going to cut these beautiful oh, they're so gorgeous. And I'm going to drop them right into water. They're really thick and really nice. I'm going to go ahead and just drop them in the bucket here. Let's see, I have 3, 4. You just want to strip all the greens off on the bottom of them. I can get those in them. Let's see, 4. These haven't disappointed me. The color of these snapdragons are gorgeous. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'll get this one. This side. I'm going to do this one too here. Then while I'm over here, I'm going to cut my peonies. Beautiful white one here. They just started blooming. You want to actually cut them before they're at this stage. And they just started blooming 2 days ago. are opening up, I should say. And you really want them to cut them before this stage when they're more closed, but we didn't get to that point, so we'll go ahead and cut them right now. That little bee's trying to land on that peonies. So out front, we have these peonies also, and this one opened a few days ago. This one just, I think today opened, but this is basically how you want to cut them here. Kind of like a marshmallow filling, and that one is ready to be cut and used. I'm not sure if these hydrangeas, they're oak leaf hydrangeas, are ready to be harvested yet and cut for my bouquet. So we're going to give these guys a little bit longer to get all bloomed out, but I think those would be absolutely gorgeous in a bouquet. We also have some Ostromeria, and look at the pretty pink blooms on this one. And this one, white one, has been blooming for a while, so we might be able to, yeah, that one's really pretty. Use a couple of these also. I think I'll go ahead and use this one. I believe this is a sorbet, and these two are a Sarah Bernhardt. I think I'll start with this beautiful Texas privet. And just go around the sides first. Filling it in. Head out and get a little bit more. Okay, I went and grabbed some more greens here. And tuck them up in top there. One more. All right, I think that looks pretty. There's a bad leaf in there. I'm going to take that bad leaf out of there. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to add a few of the asparagus ferns. Just kind of cut them a little shorter here, but kind of off to the sides here. Kind of poking out like that. Letting them kind of drape over. Okay, here's a nice long one. We'll go to the other side. Like that. And then Here's a really long one, so I think we'll cut this one down a little bit. Maybe we'll let it go out the middle. Kind of like that. And then we'll do another one on that side. In this direction. Yeah. Okay. So we have quite a few of these snapdragons. So I'm just going to start putting them in. I'll cut this one just a little bit. There we go. And that can go there. I'll put it, cut it down just a little bit, and put it off to the side here. Oh yeah, so pretty. So you can see it all the way around here. This will be the back. This would be the front here. I mean, it's still going to be pretty in the back, but this is just going to, you always have the front and the back, usually. So, that looks beautiful. Now, I think what I'll start on my beautiful little white peonies. This one kind of front and center here. This one might need to come down a little bit, cut just a little bit. And let's see. Maybe we'll do this one since it's a little bit more upright. Stem. There we go. And this one go on this side here. Stem is a little weak, so I think I'm going to cut the stem down a little bit. There we go. That's better. Okay. And we'll come around and do our peonies on that side. Do another one, maybe back here. This is the sorbet. You can tell this stem is so strong compared to the white Shirley Temple, but I think the Shirley Temple is because it's only in its first year, the blooms, so the stems are probably a little bit more weak than these guys. These are pretty old here. Okay, I have some ostomerias cut, and I also have some butterfly bush that just started blooming, and then I have some of the catmint. Isn't that beautiful, the blue? So I'm going to set it back here for now, and then I'm going to start with the ostomera because this is so beautiful, and I think I want the pink. Oh yeah, that looks pretty. Nope, too much. Hey, that looks pretty. Maybe we'll put a little guy in the front there, a little catmint out the front there. Look at these beautiful butterfly bushes. Wow. They just started blooming, so they'll last a long time in this arrangement. And I think we'll go out this way with it. And we'll probably go ahead and cut this little bloom off. There. And then I think this deserves to be shown off here. So let's go ahead and see what this looks like here. This one might need to come off there. Oh yeah, that looks beautiful. Off too. The side blooms on it. And then just probably a couple more of the catmint through here. Is the reason why I enjoy this so much is because I grew these flowers. I grew every one of these flowers. So I'm just extra proud of when I do a bouquet, knowing that they started out with just a little seed or a little plant, and now I get to enjoy them in my house also. It looks like a little heavy on the left side, I think. So what I need to do is probably add some more greens off to the right, I think. Let me take you a little in there a little closer. But yeah, I think it's probably needing some greens on the right side. Okay, I went and grabbed a little bit more green for so I can kind of see how this is full over here and this side. So it feels like it's a little cheated. So we're gonna go ahead, fix that. Yeah, that's better. I think we're finished. And man, this ever turned out beautiful. I'm gonna bring you in a little closer so you can see it. Down below here. It's so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna walk you around. And you can see the back too. I have all these greens I need to throw away. It's not as full, but it's still pretty. Okay, it's time for me to enjoy them in my house now. And here they are on my kitchen table. I'm going to enjoy these so much. Thanks for watching.